I believe the next generation for markets will be tokenization of security.
The ceiling for how big DeFi can get is limited by the assets that are composable in it. And to go higher than that, to go farther than that, we really must, as an ecosystem, get really good at bringing assets from off-chain on-chain.
Actually got Robert, the crypto connoisseur and czar of Superstate.
When you start to involve more complex assets like security tokens that have different properties, like who can own them, how do shares change, different unique properties of it, there are no standards yet. We are in the very, very, very preliminary stages of all of the wealth in the world changing where it lives. And it's not going to happen quickly, but as it does, it's going to create an entire new generation of winners.
Join Robert Leshner at Accelerate 2025 to discover his vision for DeFi and the tokenized finance revolution.
GM, what's going on, guys? Making sure you can hear me loud and clear. Give me 1 second. Seems like everything's good to go. But what's going on, guys? You're tuned into SMS Live. This is GM Chat. It's your morning hit of vibes value. A little bit of smoke to start the day. And I'm going to be trying to do this every single morning, at least weekdays, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got coffee. We're going to be talking crypto. See if we get some guests in here from around the world. And, update you guys on any content that I'm going to be releasing. I was working on some stuff last night, but did not get to it. Got a little bit late, and I just figured, you know what, it's going to look like shit. So first thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to take a look at some charts, see what the price action looks like. Just kind of get you up to date with what things, look like. See how things are cooking. First things first, we have Bitcoin. Let me go ahead and make sure screens. Might as well top up my coffee before we get into it. So, with that being said, guys, I probably should have done this a little bit sooner. But hang with me real quick. 1 second. GM to you guys. Shout out to coming out this early in the morning or late. I don't know where you are in the world. Could be completely the other side of the globe right now. It'd be the evening for you guys, which that's cool too. Let me just double check on things. Want to make sure got everything live. Sounds good. Yeah, I knew that was a good idea. Let's see what this sounds like. All right, testing. Whoop. Let's see what it sounds like. I should do this before I even play anything else, just to make sure we're good to go. But whatever, you guys can hang out. All right, testing. Testing. All right, it's good to go. We're good. We're live, guys. And for the record, I appreciate, like I say, appreciate you coming in. If you can retweet, repost, share this out, get more people tuned in, get more people, seeing that we're doing this in the morning, taking a look at price action, talking some shit, smoking some weed, and drinking some coffee. It's all about vibes and values in the morning, guys. Get your day started off right. One thing I did was I take these index cards right here, and I'll block out my whole day. And I was working on it last night, trying to just basically prep what I would need to do from 4 a.m. up to where we're at now at 6 o'clock. I got about a half hour, 45 minutes left until I got to get ready for the next leg of the day, which is work, which sucks. But the fact that I'm paying attention to it, trying to figure out a way to transfer things to work here full time, I just feel like it'd be more productive. All right, so let's just go to the week view of this. What I was saying here, go to the full chart because this looks stupid. I was saying last night that if things continue this trend, it looks very bullish. I'm excited to see kind of where we go from there. All right, so this is the setup right here. We came all the way down here, lower lows, lower highs, all the way, kind of went flat across here. But at this point, if you zoom out, I think that's what we were doing yesterday. We could see that where this was catching was a point of support and resistance, possibly. No, maybe I'm just tripping. Okay, no. That's, I was talking about if it came down 50%. But anyway, my point here was if we make this pattern, okay, that's what it was. What inning, where are we at with the whole overview of this whole shindig, shenanigans, whatever you call it. Basically, what inning we're at. And I said we might be in like the third inning, just kind of referencing some of the price movements and the chart in general. So hope you guys can see that pretty good. But this is what I was seeing right here. This is the first bump. You had a little bit of a bear market, almost made it back up here. But if you really zoomed out, that would look like it, or squeeze it, that would look like a W, taking it all the way up here. And it did, hit that point of resistance right here and break out. Then we had 2021 to 2022 got really shitty. Then this has been the leg up from 2023. And then we hit 2024 somewhere around this area. And almost to the date, guys, it's kind of funny if you look at this. It's April 18th, right? So let's take a look at April 18th. See where we're at right there. What was the price there, guys? Whatever. Let me zoom in a little bit closer. It was around $70-something thousand. So we're a little bit higher year over year. And if this was to come down, I was saying, it looks like the top's here. This would bounce right there. And this is my projected target if we broke through 89K. But we happen to bounce right there at the 75 mark, almost these tops. So it's pretty damn close. I like to see that for support, but we are forming a little bit of a W, down, up, up. And that's what we'd like to see to fill this gap, start heading back to the 110,000 and continue this bull run. That's why I'm saying that I think we might be in the third leg of this. Could be an extended bull run just because of the presidency and just, kind of the way that they're looking at things here. So again, if you look at these tops here, look at the support. I call this traffic. You can call it rays or put an array or a line through this, whatever you want. I don't fucking care what you call it, to be honest with you. What you need to focus on here is if you drew a straight line through there, this is basically going to give you the median or the average point of support and resistance, so you can kind of just judge it on there. Because if you sold your position because it just barely broke through there, you didn't even give it a chance to struggle, and you had some support. If you look back at your chart, you want to use these points of historical reference. It's not always going to give you what you need, but it's always going to give you an idea of what to look at. So that's why I was saying if we broke that support, because there wasn't really much going on there, we were downtrending. Is when you zoom in here, take a closer look at this, we can clearly show. We hit a top and we started a downtrending situation. That right there shows you what I wanted to kind of point out was we are at that squeeze point, guys. This is kind of juicy to break out where we are now. Let me switch this up here. And I'm not a professional fucking line guy. I don't care if they're perfect. I know that this is not exact. This is supposed to just give you a reference, but that's pretty bullish if you ask me. Like I said, I don't care like everybody else does about certain things, and I make it pretty fucking simple here. I'll even put pictures of shit on the chart so you can see it. But if you did move your lines to make them a little bit more fancy and whatever the fuck you want to call it, you would see what I'm talking about. It does matter if you are getting exact and you're playing a little bit more riskier plays or leveraging a little bit more than you probably should, which I'm a big fan of. I'm a proponent of doing that too. I'm just going to cut it through this one. I don't really care. A little bit of a lag. This is roughly what I wanted to show you. Roughly. So we hit the top, right? Maybe a little bit of higher, but then we kind of chopped. We had a W, and it did not continue the trend. It did not continue working its way up. We reversed. We came down. We broke through the support right here. You can see it. It was just chopping and said, nope, I'm fucking done. I'm over this bullshit. So what I wanted to do is kind of show you just this little bit of a channel. This is the downtrend. This is uptrend. Yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. Kind of looks like a house. All of this stuff, guys, you can go on YouTube and watch a million fucking videos, take a bunch of notes. And early in 2021, when I got into stocks and crypto, I started doing that. And this is the notebook I reference all the time. If you go to the back of it, I literally started it's called Stock Lingo. Build wealth with ease, priorities first, rent and bills, savings, emergency funds, set up auto payments, dry powder, cash positions, trailing stop loss, diversification, average up, limit sell order, dead cat bounce, falling knife, like all the shit, short-term support levels. Like this shit that I had no idea. What does it mean to pivot? What does it mean to rinse and repeat? Run out the price is 20% or more, sell, cool off, let it go back down and re-enter, stuff like that. What a correction, drop in market, time to buy, short squeeze when stock shoots up in price, hedge funds in price, and hedge funds put their forces against it to keep the price down. Basically, they're trying to short it, trying to sell it, dollar cost average. I wrote this whole fucking book, and then I started teaching myself just regular math, and then I don't know, this shit took me back into school. Like literally this whole fucking process was hilarious. 7/28/21. That's literally, I said that about 15,000 times, so I'm going to say it again, but you get the fucking idea. AMC shares at $49, or that was my average. And I was buying aggressively under 45. It was at like it was 39, 35. FT, then this is funny. Robinhood. All types of stupid fucking shit. So look, I had my strike prices hit. I was running this through Webull. It's kind of funny to like look at journals and stuff like this, and this will definitely, holy fuck, Meta Travelers Mint. That's so funny. What was I trying to get to in this? What was I talking about? No idea. I remember Meta Travelers. I thought those were going to be good. It's funny. Tools, NFT, God mode, search project, type, not known, big money, notable buyers, holder section, profit leaderboards. Nansen. That's a wallet tracker. Man. But yeah, dude, all of this shit adds up and it matters. But this is how I kind of looked at this to see and teach myself stuff. And I had some things here, some rules. Let's just go over these rules. This is kind of funny because this is what it looks like. Just handwritten rules for trading. Goal is 25 minimum shares, 50 max. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. 10 to 15 in investment portfolio. Buy in the dip. Pay yourself first. Feed your investment. Don't get greedy. Wait for market to open. Whatever you invest, be okay if you lose it. Review portfolios. Stocks down 5%. Add money. Dollar cost average. Once position is built, 25, 50 shares. No more than $400 to $500 each in investments. So you just average the shares in ratio to that, I guess. RSI over 70 is overbought. Under 30 is oversold. If you guys don't know what RSI is, that's this stuff right here. So where you're at right now is just a little bit, on oversold. That's why it's going to. You want this number to go up. You want this to increase, meaning buyers are stepping in. So when it gets really, really hot and things are going crazy, you see this shit like higher than 60, 70, 80, 90. That's insane, but I have seen it. Easy money sell. I don't know what the fuck. Long term buy the dip. Okay, don't put stop loss close to entry price on volatile stocks. It'll kick you out and potentially lose profits. Also, you could take a hit. Smart investing matters. So, I'm one of those people, man, where I take notes. I write shit down. Like I even have a retirement plan to yield me $4,500 a month if I had looks like $1 million to invest. So at $900,000. Yeah. So if you invested $900,000 at a 6% rate of return between 12 months, you should end up with about $4,500 monthly. So that's the goal. And that's comfortable living. That's kind of like fuck you money at the same time. Another thing I do, which I probably should read through this again and touch bases with some of the stuff, just to refresh myself, is this turn up trading little thing. I keep these things on hand just to remind myself you're not smarter than the fucking market. It will play you. So don't try to play it. And then here's passwords and fucking shit that I don't know. A book that I probably need to make new wallets and update everything because I don't remember what everything is now that I'm looking at that, and I don't want to deal with it. Anyway, back to Bitcoin. My point about this was I think we could be at a different or at another leg of the market right here. I think this could be at a point where, okay, we hit this, we went sideways, we broke up, we made an all-time high, we came back down. If you look from here to here, where's 50% of that? Pretty much right there, pretty much right where we're at. And that's a good number or mark to be at, right in between there. You got some support and resistance. We bounced there just above that. So we continue this here, this, reversal. We're going to look to see, make some kind of trend like this up to the 120, 130, 140, 50,000. Something like that wouldn't be too bad to ask for. Does it go exactly like that? Probably not, but the chart's looking pretty good. So we'll just play it that way and see how things turn out. But at the end of the day, guys, these are just fucking lines on the chart. You hit this button, they all go away. And they really don't matter because the market's going to do what the market wants to do. You can do your best to try to track it, chart it, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But just have fun with it and make sure that you look a little bit deeper into some of these things. So let's take a look at Bonk. I just bought some of this again recently, and I staked it for the year so I get the 3.2x on my return. So I'm about $200 in on Bonk right now. I did have to start over a bunch of wallets, and I'm not in here competing with anybody. I really don't give two flying fucks what your wallet looks like compared to mine, because we're supposed to hear for ourselves and kind of share some knowledge along the way, right? All right, so this is very key for me. Looking at this here, let me fix this bad boy. So you can see what I see. All right, so again, we're going to look for support and resistance lines. These are going to be where it bounces. You see this, dude? Do you see this, bro? Get the heck out of here. Get out of here. What do you mean? What do you mean you're bouncing up going? This is fucking crazy. And then look at the slow growth that we had here over the years. I guess we'll go up this baddie. Ba-doop. And then bang, bang. Like it just shoots up these fucking spots. This has happened several times. And the more integrations, the more market mass adoption. This is Solana's like golden child. This is Bonk. This was the OG. This is what saved us from 2021, 2022 times, and made some people rich if they didn't sell it, because this thing was kind of dead for a while. I think the chart even goes much past this. If we were to look at you might go to Rhode Island. What time we got? Shout out to you guys pulling up this early in the morning or late, wherever you're at. I do appreciate it. You want to share this out to get more people involved. We're live on YouTube and we are live on X. I did rebrand a little bit for SMS crypto so we can cover a little bit more blockchain, but we are going to stay very specific to Solana and to Say. I might even add Somni in there, depending on how things kind of work out with this. I am kind of working on the Yapper leader board, Johnny John, because I don't know. I figured, I might as well. And I made a post yesterday talking a little bit about, where I'm at and what I'm looking at when it comes to, engagement, getting online, all that. I do want to work myself back up to higher engagement the way I was with minimum of like 200, 250 replies a day. That definitely helps out. The main thing is like you can make all the friends in the world, but your friends aren't going to be the ones that support you the most. At least people that I was making friends with, they're more just acquaintances and stuff like that. People we're going to be working with. You can't take it too personal. You can't think that you're that big of a deal where it matters. Everything is transactional right here, and it is okay to crash out, but look at how people respond to you. Some people reach out to me, it's been like, yo, not a good look, or hey, you okay? Some of them only reached out after the fact, which said a lot, but it also shows that they're not paying attention to what's going on because they don't care and they don't have to. So don't be a pussy. And if you are gonna be a pussy, just own that shit and just get through it. It's okay. It's life. Everybody goes through shit, but make sure that you do something about it. You don't just pick up where you left off because you look like a big pussy at that point. So with that being said, guys, find what works. And I was not hating, but I guess you could say I didn't really care so much for the yapping at a certain point because it was really fucking up the timeline. But at this point, I'm kind of like, at least the yapping yields results in return on the investment of time and all of that. Going to spaces, supporting people that don't show up for you, trying to yada 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 get attention and make what that's stupid. That's not how I got to where I'm at. I carved out my own niche by just doing whatever the fuck I wanted to and tried to make some friends along the way. I think that's the best way to go about it. I think we kind of play ourselves thinking that it has to be a little bit deeper than that. But again, if you have something that's going to pay you for just existing and talking about stuff, fuck it. Game that bitch up. Figure out a way to capitalize on it. Hanging out with your friends in spaces ain't paying shit. And the name of the game here is the transfer of wealth to make your life a little bit better than it was before you got here. At least that's my goal. Okay, perfect. So this is what I wanted to show you guys right here. Set this a little bit too much. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Where are we at? Where the probably should roll up that other joint. Okay, that's not the chart I wanted to show you, but this one is. Do you see this? This is bonk all the way back here. That's what we just looked at. That's the explosion this fucking thing went. But I want to show you how dead and like this thing, nobody cared about it at all. We didn't know to care about it. We had no idea what we're doing. The people that did know, they fucking knew, man. They knew. But we didn't. See this whole 2023, this came out on Christmas of 2022, and it just sat, and we all basically sold it. But if you held on to your stack, this is your first million, just holding all the way up here, and you would have made a ton all the way throughout this run into 2024. You're sitting pretty all the way through here. But I do want to point that out. This point right here where we were looking at this chart, you don't get to see that other little part of the leg. That's this part and over. Right? So I just showed you how low this was and how long it consolidated at that point. So now this is where we're at, and if it continues on a trend like that, great. But the fact is we came all the way down here, which is, it's up there compared to where it was in 2023. However, it's not looking too bad to get into these positions here, at least in my opinion, from what I'm looking at. So I have been buying, I have been doing the staking. Will I miss the giant jump up here? Yeah, probably. But my goal is to get as much as I can in these areas, stake it, get the 3x multiplier. If I could sell it anywhere here or above at some point, cool. That's going to be a nice return. But the other thing is, let me check out the chat real quick. Saw some movies in there. We got Tacked up in here. What's going on, big dog? Thanks for pulling up. GM. But the other thing is, if you are able to, pull up on this W formation right here, like I'm putting some in there for long term. I might take $500 and grab it and just put that in there on spot and be ready to pull the trigger. Because if this goes up to here, this is 17,000% increase. That's the my bad, G. Something like that. But it was super significant of a retracement, and to see it bounce at these levels, I was like, yo, you're not gonna get you. Look at how much time it took to give you this offering again. Think about it like that. You're getting these sale prices. You're getting a little offering of like, hey, you want some wealth? Here's a cookie. You just gotta fucking hold. You gotta buy and you gotta hold. Bonk's not going anywhere. I promise you. It is a very, very integral part of Solana. The shit ain't going anywhere. But anyway, that was the one I was taking a look at. That's another coin I was looking to, put myself into. The other one we've talked about was Jupe and some other ones. But I do want to show you another one that I like a lot. And this, where did that come from? I feel like that music just got loud out of nowhere. Am I tripping? All right. With that being said, weird ass shit coming up like that. Shout out to 2090 guys in here. If you could repost this, get some more people in here. Going to play a quick commercial.
The biggest barrier to crypto adoption has never been the technology, it's been the user experience. Introducing Say Global Wallet, a seamless wallet experience where users can sign in with email, Google, X, or Telegram credentials to access the same wallet across every Say D app. Ecosystem access with the simplicity of familiar login methods. Built by Dynamic specifically for Say to make blockchain technology accessible for everyone.
Welcome back, guys. All right. We are only going to have about 10-15 minutes left here. So I just wanted to pull up some things real quick and show you. And I was able to roll another joint in that little commercial break. And now I die. All right, now. All right, one thing, guys. This is the Symphony. This is the onboarding, like the on-ramp that Say has chosen to go with. And honestly, this is just Say made simple, wrapped up and buttoned up real nice. Even used a nice word like Symphony that kind of looks like Say, SMS. It all works together. I like what they did here. Shout out to them. Shout out to Team Symphony making this happen. Should say Say Made Simple, partnered with Symphony. But anyway, you can sign up, get yourself a wallet, use your email, yada, yada, yada. Look, so I'll even show you this, but I don't like it. Okay. So Say Global Wallet. All right. Now I have my pop-up up here. I'm going to sign in with my email the same way I signed in with this fucking thing. All right, so enter your email address, da 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 da, and you're in. Well, now you gotta fucking verify with the little Cody code. That's not in there yet. Log in. Excuse me. So now it sends you a little address or a number to verify your login. Connect your wallet. You are connecting to welcome.symphony.ag, yada, yada, yada. You see your, tells you all the shit here. Basically, you just hit, yeah, let's go. Let's do the thing. Now your wallet's connected. It shows you your wallet address right here. You see what I'm saying? You got the wallet address, recommended wallets, get a wallet. So now you would, let's say, I guess, click on Compass, download that, and then log into your Compass wallet with, I'm assuming, your email, and then it will go to that one. And I guess at that point you can pull out your private key, all of that kind of information. But it doesn't say anything about this. It doesn't mention that at all. It doesn't tell you that you need to be safe. Nothing like that, which I think is drastically important. I think this is there should be something mentioning it, like, hey, stop, pay attention, stop, collaborate and listen. I'm just kidding. Now it lets you bridge your assets, so you can just click this jammy and whatever the fuck you got, you type it in there. You can bring it on over here. So if you guys are new and you're coming over to Say, this makes it super simple right here. That's why I said Symphony makes Say simple, Say made simple, yada, yada, yada. Open here for partnerships. If you guys wanted to do that, let me know. So then you go over here and you can swap your Say into your tokens. They got, fuck Roy Lopez. It's a good one at the top. We got Frog in here. That's going to flip Bitcoin. You get the idea. And I think you could probably make your own token and probably, get it going. Anyway, to explore Say, you have the Symphony Advantage seamlessly with Say. It's just another DEX. You got the Say website, explore the blockchain if you're into that kind of stuff. Applications, apps, D-apps, stuff you want to take a look at. Trading, GameFi, DeFi, culture, all of that. Let's go straight to the DeFi side of things. I worked with Yay Finance in January. Definitely check them out. Silo is where I stake my my Say. GameFi. No, not GameFi. Trading. So I I volunteer with the Dragon Swap team over here. So I definitely wanted to show you what we got cooking over here. This is the first Say website I ever actually got on. So them asking me if I wanted to kind of be an ambassador or whatever the hell it is. I was keen to do it. I thought it was tight. I even got a Dragon onesie that I wear from time to time. But anyway, you can see what's going on. It's a native DeFi hub on Say, where the ledgers trade. You have 19.19 million in TVL, 5.95 million swaps. You have 197.99 users on here, getting up there. 1.82 billion in all-time volume. So that's pretty good. Central hub, yada, yada, yada. You can trade, swap, pools, prediction, portfolios, analytics, intents. That's whatever. All right. So why Say? No congestion, lower latency, crucial for trading, high throughput, low fees, instant block finality, Say parallelized EVM solves key challenges faced by general purpose L1s. Fuck the L2s, go with the L1s. If you chase liquidity, just think about it on the opposite side of that. If it can go up that fast, it can probably go down that low or quick as well. But just somebody pointed this out to me. Solana Fartcoin is doing better market cap wise than Say. But ask me if World Group from Trump bought that. Ask me if there's a decentralized science fund investing into startups. Ask me if Fartcoin's looking to buy 23andMe and do anything of significant value. Let me know about the gaming. I mean, I can go on and on and on. And if your biggest flex is, well, the market cap's higher, it shows how fucking stupid you are. So just that goes across for anything, and not personally. I'm just saying in general. You got to think of this kind of stuff before you start opening your stupid ass mouths, because it sounds dumb and it shows, shows a lot about your community and quality of you guys. But anyway, you get the idea here. There's a lot of shit going on, a lot of shit for you to do your own research as well. So we got some Solana stuff, we got some safe stuff. Yeah, man. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. You just got to get in where you fit in. Symphony has a really nice setup right there, and I'm going to be doing a video. Probably going to work on that tonight to get that out there. So it's like a nice little walkthrough, step through the guide. How should I do this? Should I put this up more so you guys see it? Does it matter? Do you care if you see this fucking thing? This is cool. Shout out to the Drill Club. I need to get a Drill Club sticker, like right up in this joint. You hear that, Dippo? I get a Drill Club sticker, or maybe I'll do something on a canvas for the Drill Club. Then you'll see it. I'll put a microphone on it just for good looks. All right, 6:30. Took a look at the price action. Did we even look at Say? No, we didn't look at fucking Say. We didn't look at Solana. But my point is, guys, look at the chart. The chart's not lying to you. You got a double bottom right here, point of fucking support. Let me share this with you. We'll wrap this up real quick, do a quick little run through. I got a feeling Solana memes are gonna be doing some cool stuff. Oh, there we go. So again, you see this line all the way across there. You can't deny that we've got some serious points of support, and you've really never seen it below this point. Seeing that bounce that W, just stake some if you want to. Do whatever you need to do with it. Don't fucking fade it completely if you'd like. I don't care either way. There's a lot of older coins that have solid communities. Ponky is one of them. I would definitely put this on your radar. All right, no gym today. Today is a rest day. I could do cardio, but I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I'm just gonna eat and chill and vibe. Work on that video tonight. Make sure I put that on my list. So Ponky reset chart. Let's zoom all the way out so I give you a good idea of what you're looking at here. Look at this, man. Just everything kind of had the same look here. So looking at bottoms, we're looking at points of entry. You're looking at, what the fuck is this chart doing? Solid community. You've got, let's see how many holders you got, or at least wallets. You got 76,000 holders or wallets. Wallets are probably a better way to kind of look at that, because holders, it doesn't necessarily mean that those are people. Just saying that. All right, so I like this chart. Nice little cat chart. We had a nice run up here, and again, remember what I was saying? Look at the dates, look at the time, and all that kind of fun stuff. This was 23 into 24. We came up, ran with Bitcoin. Everything came back down. This came down crashing, bounced again for the next little leg, and everybody thought everything was over. But this has since come down all the way back here to new entry points that you have not gotten anywhere through this run. So if you do believe and you do think that we are going to be headed back to higher highs with Solana, you better believe that these communities and these coins are going to be running with them. So Ponky's one that I've got on my radar to be buying anywhere under 10 cents. 10 cents is right fucking here. And you've got a lot of upside from here. Sure, you can go down. But you just got to chart this thing out. Like, one thing you can do is screenshot this, send it to ChatGPT and say, hey, can you show me points of entry where there's really strong support and resistance. Just imagine you're a pro trader, yada yada yada, and you don't miss. You gotta prompt it with those kind of things, and it'll give you some good results. But do it a few times. If you keep seeing the same thing, talk to your friends about it. Get on the space. Go talk to some Ponky enthusiasts about it, because there's a lot of the community members out there. Yeah, there are 47 markets, and what is the market cap on this one? 45.2 million. I mean, this is a fucking chilling market cap right now, and it's like an ass chart if you're looking at it on how's the performance of this. It sucks, to be honest with you, but for me, this is a beautiful chart. This is a great point of entry right here. Do I want it to come down here to 6 cents? Sure, I'll take that. I would be happy with that. But if this is what we're gonna call, bottom, I'm cool with that too. I'm not picky. There's a couple good points here of resistance where it matches up over here, and then this is where you broke out. This is where it's bouncing. So we want to see maybe there's a thing called a right triangle that you can kind of chart from here, like dink dink dink, and then that shows you that it's going to make that reversal, like this one on here, this one right here, and then you want to see it bounce right here, and usually those kind of take off from there. If we see that kind of thing, I'll double check like how the setup looks so I can explain it better. But my fucking point is, just imagine this being a half pipe, and you're just a radical fucking skater dude, and you're just like, you bend your knees right here. Basically, you start buying, you start loading up, and you stay real low. And as soon as you get to this point, you say, fuck yeah, dudes, and like start to pump your legs back up and stand up as you come up here all the way to the top, and you hit the 900 like you're Tony Hawk. All right, see, that's what happens when I chart, guys. This is professional stuff here. I went to MIT for this. You could too. Just kidding. Have fun with this stuff, dude, and draw fun pictures if you need to. Don't get too distracted by it. Trust your gut. If you see something here that you like, look into it. Ask questions. Ask fucking questions. Like, be ready to get trolled, but also ask questions and tell them they're fucking gay if they're an asshole for no reason. But this is pretty good, and this is a good example of a double top to a complete sell-off. So double bottoms go up, double tops come down. And cup and handle did not fucking validate. Double top. It's like, go look up double tops and figure that out. And go look up. I mean, you got a really good example. This is like a good teaching lesson right here, honestly. Come on. What the fuck is going on? All right. So, like I said, you can cut some of these off sometimes. It's not that big of a deal. This, well, that's interesting. If you kind of look at that channel, this wasn't supposed to happen, apparently. I mean, it doesn't look like it. If you look at it like this, if you look at the bottoms of these, like in this channel, this thing just ripped out of nowhere. It came back all the way down there to the lower lows situation. So like, you broke that out. Like that breakout was the squeeze. I mean, this is probably gonna be really retarded looking, but we're cool. We'll just take this and kind of use it right here. Basically, this thing did a bull flag, came up here, bullish flag. Oh no, I guess I should put this like that. You know what I mean? That's more or less the bull flag. This kind of fucks it up a little bit, but you get the idea. Fuck it all. You get the idea. There's a bull flag, broke out, came up here, made a nice high, sold all the way off, came all the way back to this downtrend, and bounced off of that trend line. But it did not make higher highs, made lower highs, made lower lows until you hit your reversal point right here, which is great because this is your support right here. Bounced off of that last point of support, exact same point of the breakout, cup and handle, W in the middle. This reversed, sent it all the way back to new all-time highs, which it was not able to hold that, creating a double top pattern chart fucking thing, and sold off to give us a great offering, a great opportunity. Imagine your favorite Jordans costing this much, and you got them for $70 fucking cheaper than you typically would. Think about it, guys. Don't be fucking stupid. Don't overthink it. Look at your opportunities. Pick strike prices, just like I had in my book. Stick to your fucking rules in every single trade, right? So if you have $100 right now, this is the perfect situation. This is like this is the perfect one, especially at these points. I'm supposed to wrap this up because I got shit to do. So I'm gonna close this out completely. Oh fuck! I don't want to go to work now. I always forget about this goddamn fucking thing. My point. All right. So if you don't have a position in Ponky and you have yourself $100, right? Take 33 today and buy that shit. If it goes down 10, 20%, the market crashes, goes down 30, 40, 50%, buy that shit again. And then look at what it does the next couple days. Wait for a little bit, wait another week if you want to. See how the market, wait, if it's a Saturday, wait till next Thursday. Give yourself a little bit of a window for the market to do whatever the market wants to do. And then throw that other $33 on there. So you have yourself at $99, $100, whatever you want to call it. But that should be a good average at a very, very, very enticing entry point. If it goes all the way to zero, I'm a fucking asshole. And, you should have done your own research. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. But anyway, that's the way you would play that. Set how much you want to put in that position. Set your strike prices. Try to find your support and resistance where you'd like to enter yourself. You could also use Jupe and set on the dollar cost average with it and just never look at it again. You could just fucking buy it and never look at it again because, even if you bought it right here, a few cents isn't what you're looking at. You're looking at a 60, 70% move like that. That really would be nice from where you're at right now. So close to 10x on that. So if you turn 100 into 1,000 or damn near close, why wouldn't you do that? Especially if we got some more juice in the tank when it comes to Solana, it comes to Bitcoin, it comes to Stay, it comes to all these crypto coins that we're looking at. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Get out of here. I got you to do. Thanks for pulling up. This is GM Chat, and